Introduction. Hello, dear listener. Welcome to this long English listening story. Today, we will listen to the journey of Tom. Tom is an ordinary young man, but he has a big dream. His dream is to learn English, travel the world, and meet people from different countries. This story is told in easy English so you can understand. I will speak slowly and clearly. Please relax, listen carefully, and enjoy the story. Part 1. Tom's Dream. Tom is 24 years old. He lives in a small city in Turkey. He works as a waiter in a cafe. Tom is kind and friendly, but he has one big problem. He does not know English. Every day, many tourists come to the cafe. They ask questions in English. They want coffee, tea, or breakfast. But Tom can only say a few words. Hello, coffee, tea, thank you. Tom feels sad. He wants to speak with them. He wants to understand them. He wants to tell stories, make friends, and learn about other cultures. One night, he sits in his room and says to himself, I must change. I must learn English. Step by step, every day, I will try. Part 2. The First Step. The next morning, Tom buys a small notebook. On the first page, he writes in big letters, My English Journey. He writes his first English words. Hello, goodbye, thank you, please, coffee, tea. He repeats them many times. Hello, goodbye, thank you, please, coffee, tea. At work, he uses these words. When a tourist comes, he smiles and says, Hello, coffee, tea? The tourist smiles back. Tom feels proud. Part 3. Learning with Music. Tom loves music. He decides to learn English with songs. He listens to simple songs like, Hello, how are you? He writes down the lyrics. He sings with the music. At first, he makes mistakes, but little by little, his pronunciation becomes better. He learns new words like happy, sad, morning, and night. Music makes him smile, and learning feels fun. Part 4. YouTube Lessons. In the evening, Tom uses his phone. He opens YouTube. He searches for English for Beginners. He finds many videos. He watches lessons about greetings, numbers, colors, and simple sentences. He listens carefully and repeats. My name is Tom. I am from Turkey. I am 24 years old. I work in a cafe. He says it again and again until it feels natural. Part 5. A Small Victory. One day, an American tourist comes to the cafe. The tourist asks, Can I have a cup of coffee, please? Tom takes a deep breath. He answers, Yes, of course, one coffee. Anything else? The tourist smiles and says, That's perfect English. Tom is so happy. He writes in his notebook, Today, I spoke English with a real person. I did not understand everything, but I tried, and it worked. Part 6. Making a Plan. Tom knows that learning English needs discipline, so he makes a daily plan. 20 listening, 20 reading and speaking. Every morning, he wakes up early. He practices before work. Every evening, he reviews new words. Step by step, his English improves. Part 7. Meeting a New Friend. At the park, Tom meets a student named Anna. She is from Poland, and she is in Turkey for Erasmus. She speaks English. Tom is nervous, but he says, Hello, my name is Tom. Nice to meet you. Anna smiles and answers, Nice to meet you too. Do you want to practice English together? From that day, Tom and Anna meet twice a week. They talk in English, sometimes slowly, sometimes with mistakes. But every time, Tom learns something new. Part 8. Challenges. Learning English is not always easy. Sometimes Tom feels tired. Sometimes he forgets words. Sometimes he cannot understand fast speakers. One night he says to himself, "Maybe I will never speak well. Maybe it is too hard." But then he remembers his dream. He says, "No, I will not stop. Small steps every day. I can do this." He continues to practice. Part 9. First Trip Abroad. After 1 year of study, Tom saves money. He buys a ticket to London. It is his first time in another country. At the airport, he must speak English. The officer asks, "Why are you visiting London?" Tom answers, "Tourism. I want to see the city." The officer smiles and says, "Enjoy your stay." Tom feels so proud. He did it. In London, Tom visits many places: Big Ben, Tower Bridge, museums, and parks. He orders food, buys tickets, and asks for directions, all in English. Sometimes he does not understand, but he always asks, "Can you repeat, please? Can you speak slowly?" People are kind and help him. Part 10. Growth. Tom's confidence grows. He realizes something important. English is not only about grammar or vocabulary. English is about connection. With English, he can meet people, share stories, and make friends. He writes in his notebook, "English is a bridge. It connects me to the world." Part 11. Teaching others. When Tom returns to Turkey, his friends are surprised. They say, "Tom, your English is so good now." Tom smiles and says, "Thank you, but I am still learning." He starts to help his friends. He teaches them simple sentences. He says, "Do not be afraid. Speak, even with mistakes. Listen every day. Practice step by step." Tom becomes not only a learner but also a teacher. Part 12. The future. Tom continues his journey. He wants to visit more countries: Spain, Germany, Japan, and the United States. He wants to learn more about cultures, foods, and traditions. He also wants to improve his English to a higher level. But he never forgets the beginning. The small notebook, the simple words, "Hello, thank you, please."